Drop it.
Alright guys, I just woke up. My hair is insane. Feeling good. Still weighing.
Hey, what's up guys? I'm just at the garage right now. We're gonna get this exhaust finished up today for sure. So I'm just gonna get changed into just some work clothes and get this thing going. So I will show you guys as I go. So stay tuned.
Alright guys, and the exhaust is all complete and tacked together. Flex pipe goes back and back here into the muffler. Now I just have to take the exhaust off and just I have to weld up, you know, it's just tacked, so I have to complete the weld, full 360, and the exhaust is done. I'm probably going to make a few mounts just for extra support and extra stability for the exhaust. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pull the exhaust off and weld everything up, and yeah, I'll show you guys that once it's done. Alright guys, I'm just finishing up welding the exhaust. Here's how it's looking so far. Haven't welded in a really long time, so the welds aren't the greatest, but so yeah, pretty much I have to just clean up, you know, just clean it up, and then I'm gonna paint the exhaust probably all black. And then one more thing I have to do, I have to take the downpipe off and install a O2 bung so that my wideband can screw into it. So yeah, other than that, the exhaust will be 100% complete. So, alright, psyched that this is finally done. I just gotta weld one little spot over there, and then after. Alright guys, and I just got the first light coat on the exhaust. And here is the muffler. So I'm just gonna wait for this to dry, flip it and paint it, and then yeah, I think that's gonna be it for today in the garage. Alright guys, I am back from the garage. Well, actually I stopped at the grocery store first, and I picked up some steak, and I got some sirloin tips. I mean, usually I get the leaner cuts of steak, but since today is a rest day, I'm going for this fattier steak, and these are definitely more flavorful. But yeah, so I got my veggies, and I'm gonna have you know, the usual, my daily plate is what I called it in the last video. So I'm gonna put this meal together and I will show you guys what it looks like once it's all done. Yeah, as you can see, this meat is definitely a fattier, juicier cut than what I normally get. So I'm pretty psyched about having this. Alright, it's almost done, so I'll show you guys in a bit. Alright guys, and my meal is done. Well, my daily plate, I'm gonna call it. And here I got 10 ounces of that sirloin steak, 200 grams of broccoli, 100 grams of mushrooms, 100 grams of spinach, 120 grams of avocado, 270 grams of sweet potato with my cocoa powder sauce. And the time is 2:43 p.m. and this is my first meal of the day. So I'm going to enjoy this and I'll check in with you guys in a bit. Hey, what's up guys? I just got back from skating. I didn't bring my camera because we just took cruiser boards and cruised around. And yeah, and it's super hot out, so didn't really feel like skating, so we just cruised. But putting together my next meal, and it is 7:14 p.m. and here I got some bacon and eggs. So they're almost done, and I will show you the final product. Alright guys, and my bacon and eggs is done. I have 5 whole eggs with 2 strips of bacon, and I'll put the total macros on the screen. And then over here, you guys already know, 2 servings of low-fat cottage cheese, 20 grams of almonds, 10 grams of cocoa powder, and 2 pieces of this Lindt dark chocolate. And I'll put the total macros on the screen, and I'm going to enjoy this, and I'll be making some protein fluff after this, so stay tuned for that. Alright guys, and here's my protein fluff. In here I have 100 grams of banana, 20 grams of Cajun, 5 grams of xanthan gum, and 12 ounces of diet cream soda. I'll put the total macros on the screen, and I'll check in with you guys in a bit. And yeah, for you guys who well, are new subscribers and don't know what protein fluff is or know how to make it, I'll put a link to my protein fluff video in the description box. What's up guys? That's pretty much a wrap for today. These rest days aren't very exciting. Well, for me, that it feels that way, but I did get the exhaust done, which is pretty cool. I'm psyched on that. Cruised around skating, just cruiser boards, but yeah, it was like, this heat's been so bad. It's like really humid and it's just like pretty nasty out there. So like around this time is like the best time to go skating, but this is when I'm like ready for bed. It's about 8:30 now. But actually lately I've been staying up kind of late, like till like midnight, and I don't know why, I just like can't really fall asleep. Just thinking a lot, I guess, and then But I mean, I still try to get at least like 7 hours of sleep each night. If I get 8, I'm psyched. 7's good, but anything less than that, you know, like, sleep's so important, you know, like, you definitely need to get a good amount of sleep, you know, especially if you're training and especially if you're dieting, and, you know, just sleep in general can make you feel so much better. So yeah, let's take a look at today's macros. And again, today was a rest day. That's why my fats are higher and my carbs are lower. So this was the bacon and eggs, cottage cheese, cocoa powder, almonds, the protein fluff, my daily plate, and my fish oil, and I also had 15 grams of coconut oil and the dark chocolate. And here's the totals: 149 grams of carbs, 170 grams of protein, and 118 grams of fat. And yeah, so the reason for having my my fats higher on the rest days, because obviously I'm not training hard, so I don't need that many carbs. And also on my training days, I tend to have my fats a little bit lower. Sometimes I'd like to have them around like 75 grams per day, but on my training days, they've been about, oh, some days they'll be 75, some days they'll be 55, but on these rest days is where I try to make up for it, you know, and get plenty of saturated fats. You know, coconut oil is really good. Fattier cuts of steak. Like, oh yeah, by the way, that sirloin steak was so good. So much better than like those London broils and top round that I get. Like, yeah, I was like, wow, I definitely think I'm gonna just start eating sirloin more. I mean, it's way more expensive, but the taste is amazing. But yeah, so on the rest days, yeah, I focus more on getting like healthier fats, like whole eggs, bacon, you know, almonds, and these are basic kind of things that I eat on the daily anyway, but I can just have more of it on the rest days because I have more fat on those days. And on the training days, like, my carbs are pretty high, around, well, not too crazy high, but like 450 is an average number for training days. Sometimes it's a little bit lower, sometimes it's higher. But tomorrow is a training day, and it's I start a new training block, so the reps and sets will change, the exercise will kind of be similar. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today. So yeah, that's it for today, for this rest day. Sorry for just ranting on for so long, but I'm gonna end it here. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe, and have a good night, guys. Peace out.